Well, voters in Oklahoma are voting down on a chance to legalize recreational marijuana last week. But the medical marijuana industry continues bringing in millions of dollars. It's a hot topic across the nation, and right in Kansas, we're one of 3 states who have no form of legalization of marijuana. Fact Finder 12 wanted to know, what is Kansas missing out on?
It's one of nearly 12,000 businesses right across the state line, bringing in millions of dollars of revenue and thousands of jobs.
Definitely, we have seen it in our economy and in our overall state. We have seen it just boom.
The owner of a dispensary and growery in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Angelica Ruvalcaba, is just one of many who are taking advantage of the legalization of medical marijuana in the state.
It's a very conservative state, so for that to be happening is definitely just the advances that Oklahoma has taken the past 15 years is just incredible to see it come to light, and even in the building a medical marijuana industry.
The state brings in millions of tax dollars each year that goes towards education and mental health services.
It brings in, 150 million or something like that a year in tax revenue. Yeah, the license fees on top of that.
So what is Kansas missing out on by not having any form of marijuana legalized? Looking across the United States, Kansas is one of 3 states where no form is legal. If you take a closer look, the state is now surrounded by others where you can use it medically or recreationally.
And quite frankly, Kansas folks are coming to Oklahoma probably and buying marijuana. And what that's creating is it's creating huge legal issues because they're buying it illegally still, and they're transporting it across state lines. So it's creating an environment where people are committing crimes simply because they want to use marijuana.
Scott Fettgetter, Oklahoma House Representative, says he's been anti-marijuana his entire life, but wanted to learn more about it since many in his district said they wanted it legalized for medical use.
And I kind of had a moment, a come to Jesus meeting, if you will, where I had to look at myself and say, well, I work to help the aerospace industry, the oil and gas industry, convenience stores, car dealers, grocery stores. I've run legislation to help with that. It would be a little bit hypocritical of me to say I'm going to work towards building and making a good business environment in the state of Oklahoma for all these businesses but yours because I don't like your product.
Kansas House Representative Jason Probst says that's exactly what it is, a business.
If you open up a new industry, which it would, you're going to create new investment, new spending, and new tax revenue, and I think that we're missing out on that severely in Kansas.
He says lawmakers see a majority of people want some form passed, but it continues to die in legislation, and he's unsure when it could be passed in Kansas.
I think it changes when more people get frustrated enough with their legislature. That we know that polling shows that somewhere between 70 and 80% of Kansans want this. We know that there's a big push for it, but we have a small group of people who have the power in this building to stop it.
Even one of the most powerful in the state has little power when it comes to pushing legislation to pass.
You support medical marijuana, though. You had said that.
I absolutely
do. But not quite there on full legalization.
I think medical marijuana is imperative.
Governor Laura Kelly says she wants to see medical marijuana legalized in Kansas. Those who sell it in Oklahoma say it's helping people.
Getting off of their pharmaceuticals. We're seeing people telling us that they've managed to quit drinking alcohol. We're seeing people say that they're just in general living a happier, better, less painful life because of these products.
Right now, there are 3 bills in Kansas that have been introduced to the House and Senate, and legislators say the bills will continue to be introduced.
Medical marijuana or recreational marijuana is not going away. There's no difference between now and 100 years ago or whenever it was when you had a prohibition on alcohol. I'm sure that someone sat in this office when they were legalizing alcohol and had the exact same kind of conversations that we're having today on marijuana. History repeats itself, and marijuana is not going away anytime soon.
At the world-renowned Goodman Theater, a world premiere of a new play is happening. Check it out.
At the world-renowned Goodman Theater, a world premiere of a new play.
Layalina.
Written by Martin Youssef Sabari.
Layalina means our nights in Arabic. Layalina is about a multi-generational family emigrating from Baghdad to Skokie, Illinois.
Zabari is the youngest of 6 kids who moved to the United States from Iraq with his large family when he was just a boy.
I've always been the baby, and I had a completely different experience from my siblings who moved here the youngest of them was 18 when we moved. So there were a lot of freedoms and liberties that I grew up with and that I was privileged to that they did not. And this play is really, I wrote it as a response to that experience and to feeling like I don't understand my siblings, or I don't know why they do this stuff, or I don't know why they think this way and I don't, and why am I so different from them? And so this play was a way for me to step in their shoes.
He's quick to point out that while not autobiographical, the play does draw on his family and his life's experience. The protagonist of the show is Layal, an older sister who helps raise her siblings and is the glue keeping everyone together.
What she imagines is going to be kind of like an easy transition and an easy move with her new husband becomes way more complicated than she imagines, and more gets added to her plate than she ever could have imagined when she moves here.
It is time that separates the play's acts. 17 years, exploring war, family, queer identities, all of it through the lens of his Assyrian roots.
The play hits on a lot of different kind of themes and feelings and experiences within this same family.
It is a story about family, a human story, with a cast and crew that have made this story their own.
It's a really special feeling to be like, I wrote this, but I still find myself watching the show and being like, I don't know what happens next. It's still a surprise to me when the play unfolds. And I think that's more of a testament to the work of this kind of village, this little family that we've created that is bringing this story to life.
Layalina runs at the Goodman Theater through April 2nd.
Well, it was an airport reunion like many others, smiles and tears of joy after a long separation. But for one military vet, it was smell at first sight at SeaTac Airport. Kevin Coe explains.
He had a reputation of being a stinky dog, but he still was like this beautiful, long-haired shepherd.
It was smell at first sight for Technical Sergeant Adama Bilal, also known as Dom. But he's known as much more to this stinky, beautiful German shepherd, Batty, a canine that spent almost 2 years with Dom at Kunsan Air Base in South Korea.
Other people are like, wow, it stinks here. I'm like, no, I love it. Like, it smells good. It smells like just dog in like the best way. He's with us every single day, all day.
That was until Dom was reassigned to Florida. But love knows no distance, so Dom has been working to reunite with Batty thousands of miles away.
Oh, it was tough. It was tough. We've been waiting since we left.
And that's how the most precious piece of cargo flew into SeaTac Monday morning. Traveling more than 5,000 miles from the other side of the world, Batty was reunited with Dom and that unforgettable stink.
He smells exactly as I remember.
This was all possible through Mission Canine Rescue, a nonprofit dedicated to rehoming and reuniting canines.
Just gonna keep laying down.
We all love our dogs, but to work in that kind of environment, in that stressful environment together, and to depend on each other in a manner that we can't understand is worth it.
Batty will now embark on his final mission, retirement. Reporting in SeaTac, Kevin.
We would like to thank all of our guests today. Tim Hortons, Make Sure to Play, Roll Up the Cup, Harris Greco Dance Academy, and Mick Hayes with Move the Needle Music. And now it's time for a pop culture quiz. Our producer James will be asking me questions, and you, the viewers, you can play along, yell at your screen, or you can tweet me your answers.
All right, so 'tis the season for green. St. Patrick's is coming up. I had a better intro to that. Okay. Some history. St. Patrick drove away which animal? out of Ireland?
That's a great question. Do they teach that in the history books?
Maybe. Snakes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I guess there was a big snake problem.
Okay.
But
And
he took care of it.
St. Patrick.
And as for the shamrock, how many clovers does a shamrock have?
The correct answer is 3.
I know you learned that one recently.
I did learn that from the Buffalo Irish Heritage Center
Do you know why it's 3?
because of the Trinity, the
Yes,
Holy Trinity.
yes,
I was listening. I listened to our guests.
That's pretty good. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is a very Catholic holiday, as
That's
it turns
right.
out.
Yes.
And despite popular belief, St. Patrick is traditionally depicted wearing what color?
Green.
Well, I said despite popular.
Oh, okay. Well.
Usually he's actually wearing blue. I didn't know that either. Yeah, it's known as St. Patrick's blue, I guess. And,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't really look up where the green eventually came from.
It's probably American.
Yeah.
As all of these
Yes,
traditions are.
A lot of these traditions
They're just made up by it.
And one for our friends at Tim Hortons. What number did Tim Horton wear when he played for the Sabres?
2.
2. You got it. 2. Yeah. Yeah, it's hanging in the rafters at the old arena there.
KeyBank Center.
Yeah, KeyBank
I should know that. I'm there almost every weekend. I'll be there
you got
again
that
this
one, right?
weekend. Okay, well, that was our game. I hope you guys played along too. Tweeted me your answers. But don't worry, Daytime Buffalo will return again tomorrow. That's at 3 with another jam-packed show right here on Channel 4. And of course, you can find out more about our guests and segments by heading over to our website at daytimebuffalo.com. Bye. You should have dressed in green. Where's your